Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a massive shift in the retail investing landscape. Google just officially rolled out a sweeping update to Google Finance, finally bringing it out of beta and integrating its powerful Gemini AI. We're going to look at exactly how this transformation is taking what used to be a pretty simple stock tracking tool and turning it into a highly sophisticated, AI-powered research workflow for everyday investors like you and me. To really grasp the scale of this shift, consider this number: $24,000. That is roughly what institutional-grade analysis tools, like your traditional Bloomberg terminal, used to cost for just a single year. That massive price tag, plus the need for a team of specialized analysts to make sense of it all, basically built a giant wall between Wall Street and Main Street. Retail investors were stuck piecing together Reddit threads and random news articles, while the big institutions had instant synthesized data at their fingertips.
Well, that wall is coming down, and it brings us to what industry experts are calling a truly historic moment. Everyday investors now have free, instant access to the kind of AI-powered synthesis that used to require a whole team of pricey analysts. AI strategist Julia McCoy put it perfectly. The automation cliff just hit financial research. We aren't just looking at raw data anymore. We're getting real-time, actionable insights that completely level the playing field.
All right, let's get into Section 1. Wall Street goes free. The Google Finance overhaul.
So, looking at this big June 2026 launch out of beta, we're seeing Gemini AI deeply baked into the platform. We've got global smart portfolios and a brand new Android app. But here's the absolutely crucial point. Google is strictly playing the role of an information and research layer. They are very intentionally not trying to be Robinhood. They're staying far away from the complex regulatory nightmare of executing trades and focusing 100% on leveling that knowledge gap.
Moving on to Section 2, meet the new Android app, a mobile-first experience.
Believe it or not, after an 11-year absence, Google Finance finally has a standalone Android app again. And it brings all these heavy-duty tools right to your pocket. A perfect example of why this is such a game-changer is the AI Key Moments feature. Imagine your favorite stock suddenly crashes. Instead of frantically clicking through complex charts and a dozen different news articles to figure out what happened, the AI actually does the heavy lifting for you. It synthesizes the news, the earnings reports, and any weird market activity and gives you a quick, easy-to-read rundown of exactly why the price moved.
It's built perfectly for those quick daily check-ins we all do. It uses Google's super clean Material 3 expressive design, so it looks great. But the absolute star of the show is this floating Ask AI toolbar right at the bottom. You can tap it anytime to just chat with Google's finance-focused AI. Oh, and for the Apple users out there watching, hang tight. Google has confirmed an iOS version is coming later in 2026.
Which brings us to Section 3, your personal AI analyst, smart portfolios and tasks.
Now, we all know setting up a portfolio tracker used to be a massive headache, right? Typing in every single ticker symbol and your exact purchase price manually, well, scratch that. They've completely removed that friction. Now you can literally just take a screenshot of your brokerage account or upload a CSV or a PDF. The AI automatically reads that document and instantly builds your personalized dashboard. Boom, you're done.
Once you've got your portfolio set up, it becomes completely synced with the AI. You can ask it really specific, context-aware questions. Think along the lines of, hey, what sectors are currently underrepresented in my portfolio? Or how does my fixed income allocation impact long-term growth? It'll actually analyze your exact holdings to point out concentration risks or build performance heat maps. These are exactly the kinds of crucial insights that casual investors usually miss when they're just tracking positions one by one.
And this leads to what is arguably the coolest, most agent-like feature on the platform: scheduled AI market briefings. You can just use plain English to set up recurring research tasks. For instance, you could tell it, send me a daily pre-market briefing analyzing the big overnight moves across major cryptocurrencies. It'll run in the background while you sleep, synthesize the data, and ping your phone in the morning with a custom notification. It's literally like having a tireless intern writing up a morning report just for you.
Okay, let's step back for a second. Section 4, the hidden limitations, where Google Finance falls short.
Google draws a very firm, heavily documented line here, and it's absolutely crucial to understand. Explaining why a stock moved based on public data is not the same thing as giving you financial advice. The AI might instantly synthesize 16 different sources from an earnings call, but it is never going to tell you to buy, sell, or hold. Plus, you've got to remember that these polished AI summaries can sometimes sound way more confident than the actual market is, so you always have to verify things yourself.
Also, if you compare Google Finance to dedicated paid modern trackers, like Pink Lion, for example, you'll spot some functional gaps. Google lets you upload screenshots, sure, but Pink Lion actually pulls live trades straight from your broker automatically. Pink Lion also gives you active AI-driven portfolio optimization, suggesting actual rebalancing moves to improve your returns, and even offers one-year asset forecasts. Google deliberately stays in its lane as a passive manual entry research tool by comparison.
Section 5. The AI Investing Revolution, the three-phase rollout.
So, what does this launch actually signal for the future? Well, industry analysts see this as a three-phase rollout. Right now, we are firmly in phase 1 of the automation cliff, where AI handles the heavy research and synthesis. But phase 2 is coming fast. That's when AI agents will actively monitor your parameters and alert you autonomously. And in the near future, phase 3. That's when we'll see swarms of specialized AI agents actually executing trades and rebalancing your portfolio based on real-time market conditions and your own personal risk tolerance.
There's a quote from the source material that you really need to keep in mind as you think about the future. The AI you're using today is the worst it will ever be. Thanks to massive increases in compute power and distillation, the AI reading these earnings calls isn't just matching keywords anymore. It is reasoning through multiple financial statements, news sources, and market reactions, and it is getting exponentially smarter every single day.
The big takeaway from this explainer is that we aren't just automating simple tasks anymore. We are automating expertise. Consumer AI is moving into highly specialized, high-stakes daily workflows. By instantly synthesizing dozens of sources and offering it entirely for free, that massive knowledge gap that historically separated everyday retail investors from the big institutional players is literally collapsing in real time. As we step into this wild new era of agentic financial tools, the playing field has fundamentally changed. The exact same analytical power that used to cost tens of thousands of dollars is now sitting right in your pocket. So, the ultimate question I'll leave you with today is this. As these systems get smarter, faster, and more integrated into our lives, how will you adapt to having a free, tireless AI analyst at your fingertips? Thank you for joining me on this explainer, and keep exploring.